So Mia, we're so thankful to have you here today.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome, and we're so very excited to hear your story from rural town in, out east, and how you came to be this icon for Canadian music.
Thank you. Well, it was definitely a journey, and it still is. But yes, I come from a village. It's called Saint-Ignace, of 500 people. And ever since I was a little girl, I've been wanting to sing. It's been my dream. And my mom really, at the age of 5, like, she really saw that I had that thing, you know what I mean? Like, she could see I was always singing, dancing, modeling, you name it. So she put me in everything. So she really supported the arts, to just like develop it and just to make it become my thing, So I would keep busy and, So she would drive me. The city is literally like an hour away from where we live. So she would drive me 3 times a week for piano lessons, singing lessons. Yeah, so my mom is a very big, she was a very big believer in me.
Yeah. As moms should be, right? That's
she really facilitated like that for me and making sure that, she was very supportive of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I knew I was a bit of a wild child. So at 16, I decided to leave because I was like, you know what? Nothing's happening here. I'm too creative. I can't be here. Sorry, Mom, but can you let me go away?
Yeah.
So I begged her to send me to Ottawa because I just wanted to move and I wanted to be in a city so I could explore and become more creative and get into other things because nothing was happening. And she let me, finally. So she let me go. I went to school, and that's kind of where everything started.
How did you feel? How did you feel going from such a rural village and the comfort of having your mom who believed in you to this new environment? How was that for you?
It was great. I loved it because I got myself into all kinds of things. So then I had to learn how to job, and of course the first job I did was I started at a modeling agency in Ottawa. I was like, okay, I can do this and I can throw parties and I can make money. So that's kind of how I was, so I was getting to know people, getting new friends, and I was always in that realm of things just to get things in the entertainment.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I started doing that, and it was doing really well. And I was, it was good. And one of these days, I was doing an event at this club, and I met Sal, which was my manager. Well, we'll get to that. But he owned the record label, CP Records. He had Belly and Guitar, and I met him. And then that's kind of how everything started, because he gave me a job as an intern. And he's like, start working for us and, build, so he's like, we're onto something, help me build this, company. So that's kind of how I started in the music business. I was like, okay, this is cool.
Right. How did you feel? Take us through what you all of a sudden, this is your break, right?
No, that wasn't my break. No, I would say it was just the stars always aligned for me to meet people that would always send me in the direction of music.
The universe always has your back, right?
Exactly. The universe is always in that sync. So it was okay, so I was young. I was just kind of going with it, So they would make me go get egg cartons to soundproof the studio, and I was watching the other artists become bigger, and I was just part of those journeys, so I was learning. I was like, okay, so this is what it takes. Lots of trial and error, oh my God, so it was just a very big learning experience for me from the beginning. So yeah, as time went along, I was like, okay, well, maybe it's time I tell them I sing. I think I'm ready. I really want this now. So, one day I'm like, hey, I did a little demo, and they just looked at me. They're like, "This is you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Wow, get in the studio." So that's kind of like how that started. So yeah, so I just started going into the studio and developing my sound, and that's kind of how everything started to happen.
And what did you feel like? What state were you in, frame of mind, state of being, emotional state, when all of this was happening for you?
I was super excited because it's like your dream coming to reality.
Right.
It's like, yeah, that was like, I would wake up every day, I'm like, oh my God, I just want to sing, I just want it so bad, and you just want it, and you just do whatever it takes to get to there. Yeah, I just didn't want this feeling to end.
Right, so what would you say up until that point was your greatest learning lesson?
You got to start from the bottom up, and you really have to learn everything. You have to be hands-on with everything you do in life, in general. It doesn't matter, but yes, you do. If everything's handed to you, you don't appreciate it. Right. So therefore, you don't know how to keep it. So when you have to grind and go through thick and thin, and like your life's falling apart, but you're holding on to this dream or whatever, like, yeah, you really have to be hands-on. And appreciate it every step of the way.
And I think it's people who have gone through struggles and gone through hardships in order to get what they've desired so badly that they really appreciate it to their fullest extent, to the fullest capability that the universe is able to deliver it to them.
Yes. Yeah.
So did you think you had an aha moment in that time? Anything that kind of resonated with you, that shifted?
I have aha moments all the time.
Beautiful.
All the time.
That you're open to receiving them.
Yes, all the time. I'm still learning this. Like, you never stop learning, and being in my field, or in any field for that matter, I feel like you're always learning because things are always changing. And I think as you get older, you kind of realize that it's not about having, like, it's about having that really strong team of people that really believe in you and that grow with you. And that's the important thing that I realize. And sometimes you have to make really hard decisions, and letting go of certain people or certain energies that are not good, but you don't want to, but you know you have to in order to grow. And I think that's kind of my aha moments all the time. Like those little things.
Yeah, you're so tuned in. I mean, it's so wonderful to have a conversation with you because you understand your blessings and how the universe communicates with you and those aha moments. How did you have you always had this understanding of the world, or did something go through you, and is there something that you read or?
I think no. I think it's being in the arts business, and I think because you are your product. And I think because people are always criticizing you and your art, and you become at some point, hey, wait a minute, I'm me.
Right.
And this is what I do. So I like what I do, and I have to stop trying to please the public. I gotta please me first, because if I'm not pleased, my product's not gonna be good. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so it's
beautiful.
like, that's kind of how I've become so, I would say, well-rounded. I try to look at things from a positive angle all the time. And I believe that if you do good, good comes back, right back at you. And I believe in sharing that knowledge to all the young women that are coming up, because it's hard. And these days with social media and everything it looks so perfect, and it looks so easy and attainable, and it's really not.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and I feel like we need to empower each other and not compete with each other. That's really what I feel, and I feel like there needs to be more of that.
Do you feel like the women of today don't have the courage to be themselves?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They don't have dreams or aspiration because they live off Instagram.
Right.
And they think Instagram is beautiful, and they see all these beautiful girls with beautiful hair, beautiful clothes, bags, cars, whatever, and then, but it's like, that there's more to life than that. Work on your dream, your talent,
right?
Because that's what you take with you. that's you.
That's your soul. That's the
your
print that you
soul.
leave in life.
Exactly. Right? And I kind of want to say it so much because I feel like people don't put the energy and their passion anymore.
Yeah. They miss kind of the whole point.
Yeah, you miss it. You grow up too fast.
Yeah, yes.
Take that time. Enjoy it. Go through things.
Yeah.
Like travel, get some culture, you know what I mean? Because like life is so beautiful. And I'm so blessed to have toured the world and seen the world. And it's like I just want to be like, yes, please, follow your dream and just work hard at it. Because it's so worth it in the end.
That's amazing.
It is. It is. It is.
Amazing. So what's happening now in your future? What projects are you working on?
Oh, well, 2 years ago I had to do a very big decision and was to leave my label. So I went on my own independently. And that's been quite an experience because it's a lot harder when you leave your team from day one. Right. But I'm happy I did it. I'm learning a lot. And now I'm my own CEO. I'm my own boss. And
Beautiful.
Yes, and I do everything on my own now. So it's very challenging, but it's also very rewarding because I decide what I put out to the world.
And your whole disposition changed. Like your eyes sparkled in a different way when you explained that. And there's something so powerful about stepping into your own power and claiming it.
Mm-hmm. Because nobody can take that away from you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people can. The music business, the entertainment business is a very tough business.
Yes,
but,
I can imagine.
Nobody can take your art away from you and your talent. And at the end of the day, I'm happy. Now I'm writing my first French album.
Beautiful.
And I'm putting out the music I've been wanting to put out. And yeah, so that's what I'm working on.
That's amazing.
Yes. And I get to choose who I want to work with, when I want to work, and it's more about me being more in tune with myself creatively. Yeah.
Authentically you. I love how your whole disposition changed when you start talking about it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I know that people will watch this and have the courage to step into their own power too, because they see you as an icon and someone who understood what step you had to take in your evolution to grow as a woman, to grow as an artist and an individual.
Definitely made me grow as a woman because, like, yes, doing that move was very hard for me because I took a big risk because being an independent artist requires a lot more work and just, because you don't have the team or the push that you used to have. But maybe my soul is happier.
Right.
So at the end of the day, sometimes you got to do it for yourself first.
You do. And then the universe figures all the rest of it out for you.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to be like, you know what? Just got to do it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. It's so courageous. I love it. I love it because I can understand that in the music industry, that was probably a heart-wrenching, difficult decision, mind, body, soul decision.
Oh, it was terrible. It was like probably the most hardest decision I've had to make in my life. But some days I regret it, and some days like I don't wake up every day happy, but like because it's hard.
Yeah, it's reality.
It's reality. Yeah, it's a reality check exactly because you're like, holy cow, all of this goes in. Oh shit, okay.
I know.
You know, I'm like, oh my god, like, oh, okay, because you know what? I'm not good at a lot of things, I realize. I'm not good at bookkeeping. I'm good at doing all of that. But, you know, you live and you learn.
We're women, we figure it out.
We figure it out.
I think at the end of the day, somebody needs to make t-shirts that says that.
Yes.
Right? We're women, we figure it out.
All the women always figure it out.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
I love it. So what's next?
Well, what's next? I started a new venture as well. I started this line called Saint Noir.
Beautiful.
I'm really excited about it. It's like my little passion project, and I'm quite excited to see how this unfolds because this is a new chapter and it's my first business like this. So yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yes, it's a luxury line.
Ooh.
Luxury accessory line.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you can go see it on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Do all things accessories with little fur.
Amazing.
I'm wearing it right now.
Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, so that's what we do. We do custom furs, custom home decor, yep, custom hats.
Love it.
Yeah, and we do our little furry slides. And yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yes, and everything is 100% handmade with my designer.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I think that's a lost art too, and people don't realize what, you know, energetically goes into something being handmade, and
Yeah.
to it being a labor of love for somebody.
Absolutely, and I'm such a big supporter of that because there needs to be
love it.
more of that.
Yes, there does.
There needs to be more of that because we're losing touch, like, you know, like with reality a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's why, as much as we all love social media, it's taken away from
Yeah.
those little passion,
Of being human, of having a
Yeah.
soul, of fulfilling your spirit,
compassion.
of energetic, you know, connections, and you know, transforming your life because of that.
Yeah, like it's so hard to
love it.
connect these days, and like it's like
Yes.
I'd rather see somebody and have a conversation than a text message.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
The art of conversation, I think, is a lost art form.
it is, and it needs to come back.
It does. I couldn't agree
It
more.
needs to come back.
The written word needs to come back,
Mhm.
and you know, it's just, it's saddening sometimes, but it's so wonderful to hear that you're passionate about it and you see that, and that, you know, because that loving energy is transferred into your beautiful line.
Yeah, well, that's just one of the things that I'm going into because as I'm getting older, I want to become more of an avid speaker for women
Beautiful.
empowerment, and I want to do that. I want to do more charity work because now I have more time and I'm more established and I can do these things. So I want to give back and make sure that I leave like that little mark, you know, because it's good that to know when sometimes when you achieve your dream, to help others achieve their dreams because maybe you can just facilitate that for them.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's through your story that inspires them, right?
Yeah,
And that allows them to be able to say, you know what, me too, I can
Yeah.
do this too.
absolutely. Anybody can do it if you
Yeah.
put your mind to it.
Beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to like, just take that. Whatever feels uncomfortable, that means you have to do it.
Isn't that so true?
Yeah.
I think people shy away from that discomfort, but it's just us learning and growing
Mm-hmm.
and understanding a whole other side of ourselves and evolving into the next best version of us.
Yeah, exactly.
And from your story, you've done that so many times, which is so beautiful. It's such an example of an evolution.
Yeah. Yes, it is, and you're always evolving. Always, always, always.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, you always are, like every day.
Amazing. So is there any last words that you can leave our community with to help them, encourage them, and inspire them to step into their own greatness through their evolution?
Work on your talent, work on your craft. Please don't let it go because that's what you take with you at the end of the day. That is what you take with you. And nobody can take that away from you. And that's you because you are beautiful. And that's what I thrive on and that's what I believe in. And I believe that every single one of us can achieve greatness. You just have to put your mind to it. Yeah, that's my,
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
that's my.
Thank you. Thank you. I know so many people will get value from understanding your story and the inspiration behind it.